Good evening. Tonight we are going to tell you 3 stories for alien nightmares, terrifying UFO encounters. Make sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel, it will help us a lot. Story 1, Eyes in the Sky. The small town of Blackwood was nestled deep within the secluded forests, far from the prying eyes of the outside world. Its inhabitants enjoyed a peaceful existence until an eerie night cast a shadow over their lives. It began with strange lights dancing in the sky. At first, the townspeople dismissed it as a mere celestial anomaly, a trick of the imagination. But as the nights wore on, the lights grew bolder, brighter, and more ominous. Fear spread like wildfire through the community. One fateful evening, as the moon hid behind a thick veil of clouds, the lights descended upon Blackwood. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, and an unnerving silence blanketed the town. Terrified residents peered through their windows, their hearts pounding in their chests. Suddenly, a deafening hum filled the air, vibrating through the very bones of the town. People clutched their ears in agony as the sound grew louder and more oppressive. And then, the craft appeared, a colossal, metallic monstrosity hovering above the town's center. Fear turned to sheer terror as the craft unleashed a blinding beam of light, cutting through the darkness like a laser. Buildings crumbled under its malevolent gaze, and screams echoed through the streets as people fled for their lives. The townspeople realized with horror that these beings were not here in peace but to dominate, to conquer. As chaos consumed Blackwood, a brave few took up arms, desperately fighting against the technologically advanced invaders. But their efforts were in vain. The aliens' superior firepower and uncanny abilities rendered the resistance futile. They were relentless, extinguishing hope with each calculated move. In the aftermath of the devastating attack, Blackwood lay in ruins, its once vibrant streets now reduced to rubble. The aliens vanished into the night, leaving behind a scarred landscape and traumatized survivors. The nightmarish encounter served as a chilling reminder that humanity was not alone in the universe, and that the cosmos held forces far beyond our comprehension. Story 2, Harvest of Fear. Amidst the idyllic countryside, the quiet town of Havenbrook prepared for its annual Harvest Festival. It was a time of celebration and camaraderie, a cherished tradition that united the townspeople. Little did they know that this year's festivities would be marred by a sinister presence lurking among the stars. As dusk settled over Havenbrook, a hushed unease gripped the community. Witnesses reported sightings of eerie lights darting across the sky, their movements defying the laws of physics. Rumors spread like wildfire, stories of livestock disappearing, crops withering overnight, and strange markings etched into the earth. One evening, during the height of the Harvest Festival, the sky turned a sickly shade of green. Gasps of horror filled the air as a colossal spacecraft materialized above the town square. It hummed with an otherworldly energy, its eerie glow casting sinister shadows across the frightened faces of the townspeople. Helpless, they watched in terror as alien figures emerged from the ship, their elongated forms casting an unnatural silhouette. The creatures moved with an eerie grace, their eyes gleaming with a malevolence that chilled the soul. Panic consumed the festival goers as they realized they were but lambs being led to slaughter. The aliens unleashed a flurry of devastating attacks, abducting townspeople and subjecting them to grotesque experiments. Blood-curdling screams echoed through the night as Havenbrook descended into chaos. The once joyous celebration became a haunting nightmare, a macabre theater of terror orchestrated by unknown forces. Those who managed to escape the clutches of the invaders were forever scarred by the harrowing ordeal. Havenbrook, once a picturesque haven, now stood as a haunting reminder of humanity's vulnerability in the face of an alien threat. The town's fields, once abundant with life, now bore the scars of a chilling harvest, testimony to the terrifying power and intentions of those from beyond the stars. Story 3: The Invasion Begins. In the sprawling metropolis of New Heights, the hustle and bustle of daily life masked an impending doom. While the city's residents carried on with their routines, an extraterrestrial force quietly gathered strength, poised to unleash a devastating assault on humanity. It started with strange reports of unidentified flying objects hovering over the city's landmarks. People dismissed them as hoaxes or delusions, refusing to believe that their lives were about to be irrevocably changed. But as the sightings increased in frequency, doubt turned to dread, and whispers of an imminent invasion spread like wildfire. One moonless night, the sky erupted with blinding flashes of light. A massive armada of alien ships descended upon New Heights, blotting out the stars with their dark, foreboding presence. Panic gripped the city as the invaders unleashed a torrent of destruction from above. Laser beams cut through buildings, reducing them to smoldering ruins. Chaos reigned as terrified citizens ran through the streets, desperately seeking shelter from the relentless onslaught. The aliens, cold and calculated, showed no mercy. They seemed to possess an uncanny knowledge of human defenses, easily overpowering the city's military forces. Amid the devastation, a small group of survivors banded together, their will to fight unbroken. Armed with makeshift weapons and a glimmer of hope, they waged a desperate battle against the overwhelming force. Their determination was fueled by the realization that failure meant the end of humanity's reign on Earth. As the invaders tightened their grip on New Heights, the survivors discovered a horrifying truth: the aliens had infiltrated society, assuming human form to sow discord and confusion. Friends turned against friends, loved ones became adversaries, and trust was a fleeting commodity. The lines between human and alien blurred, leaving the survivors in a constant state of paranoia and fear. In a climactic showdown, the remaining humans faced off against their extraterrestrial foes in a final, desperate bid for survival. Lives were lost, sacrifices made, and the cityscape was reduced to a nightmarish battleground. But just as hope seemed lost, a sliver of triumph emerged. A selfless act of defiance unleashed a devastating blow against the alien forces, momentarily staggering their advance. It was a fleeting victory, but one that ignited a glimmer of resistance, a spark of defiance that refused to be extinguished. New Heights became a scarred testament to the horrors of an alien invasion, a reminder that humanity's dominance was not guaranteed. As survivors rallied to rebuild and reclaim their shattered world, they vowed to remember the night the skies darkened and the alien nightmares became all too real. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel. It will help us a lot.